Hi, this is Mike Hendrickson from Strata Data in New York. I'm here with Thomas from Cloudera. Thomas, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So how's the event been for you so far?
Well, it's been great. I've been wall to wall, what with customer meetings, presentations, catching up with people, you know, the whole everything you do at a show like this.
And what do you do with Cloudera? What is your role?
I'm the director of product marketing for Cloudera Data Science. That means I evangelize, write, publish, work with sales reps, work with customers, helping customers understand what products Cloudera has and how we can help customers with data science.
And data science is a term that's a little bit different from data, but there's more behind it. So can you talk about what are the newest trends in data science?
Sure. Well, data science itself is a relatively new field. And we work with what we call open data science. In other words, there is a strong trend in the business for people who are doing predictive analytics, advanced analytics, and so forth to use open source tools. And these people tend to call themselves data scientists. The open source tools are things like R and Python and Scala and Spark and all the great stuff that we talk about here at the Strata Data Show. What makes it, what are the key trends right now? Well, first of all, open data science itself is gaining an increasing share of the total volume of analytics work in most enterprises. So roll back 10 years, most organizations use commercial tools. Today they have typically in large enterprises a mix of commercial and open data science. So it's simply the trend towards open tooling itself, and it's number one. Second is the explosion of interest in deep learning. Deep learning is a specific method, a specific kind of machine learning method for things like image recognition, speech recognition, handwriting recognition, and all these are exploding, and every organization generally has applications for deep learning, and every organization we talk to is at least getting started with deep learning, and some are quite advanced.
So data science in organizations, it's pretty much everywhere. Most enterprises have some sort of data science office or people employed as data scientists nowadays. If you were to advise a 20-year-old in college, what should they come prepared to do? What should they be doing in college to prepare themselves to be a data scientist?
Okay. So let's look at the kinds of characteristics that companies look for in their entry-level data scientists. So there's no certification, right? And there are now some colleges that are granting degrees in data science, but as with everything else, people wonder, how good is that credential, right? So if I were hiring a young person right out of college, I would look for some indication that that person is interested in engaging with data and drawing insights from data. Right? Now, it doesn't matter what your major is. You can major in physics or anthropology or gender studies or French language.
How about English?
English. I mean, it doesn't really matter what your major is. There are opportunities to work with data and to use data science tools. And universities create these opportunities. Every student nowadays does some kind of a project, a hands-on project. So I would look for someone who has taken the initiative to learn R or Python or another open source data science tool, that they've actually engaged with data in one or more projects, and that they're excited about it. Right, that is more. All of that is more important than whatever they took this course or that course or whether they had that major. If you've engaged with data, if you've drawn insight and you like it, then you probably have a career in data science.
Excellent.
Is that helpful?
Yes, it is. So let's now move to the career mode. What are the things that a data scientist can do the most to help their company prepare themselves for the future?
One is to stay current on the most innovative tools in data science today. So right now, that's deep learning. Gartner predicts that by 2018, 80% of all data scientists will have they'll have deep learning in their toolkit, is the way Gartner describes it. my sense is that's optimistic. 2018 isn't that far away, right? And from speaking with customers, we typically find that if an organization has 100 data scientists, there are a handful that are currently actively working with deep learning. But for someone working in data science today, learning and coming to grips with deep learning, learning how to understand it and use it, that's critical. There are many different deep learning frameworks. TensorFlow is popular, Keras is popular. It doesn't matter that much which framework you learn as long as you come to grips with the technique itself. So that's the first thing. The other thing that every data scientist has to understand is that ultimately this is about driving business value, right? And typically the most highly paid data scientists are those that work with business stakeholders and are able to take a business framework, which might, a business opportunity or a business problem, which might be simply as we need to increase sales or we need to cut costs, and then work through the process of figuring out how the data science tools can address that problem, right? Those are ultimately the data scientists who can do that consistently and successfully are the ones that rise to the top of the profession.
Excellent. So Thomas, if you and I sit down 12 months from now, what would you like to see data science have been applied to during that 12 months to change something significant in the world? What is it that we could tackle with data science?
It's a tough question only because there's so many things that are being tackled right now.
Or
right?
that aren't as well. Yeah.
So just within the past month, researchers at Stanford revealed that with deep learning, they can diagnose heart disease from electrocardiograms more effectively than human cardiologists can do. That's a great thing, right?
Yeah.
The insurance industry is able to very quickly assess claims from a catastrophic event, a tornado, a hurricane, just from images, right? So you name the problem, right? You name the health problem. Now, it's not a magic bean. Deep learning and data science are not going to solve every problem in the world, but you name a problem, there's probably something that data science can do to help.
Excellent. We look forward to that journey with you.
Thank you.